When parents divorce, it can be really hard on a child, and many children experience the divorce of their parents. Study findings report that children's well-being is correlated with the level of post-divorce conflict that persists between parents. So not the family structure itself, but accompanied conflict result in problems and stress for a child. As a parent, it is very important to know how to behave in a stressful situation to protect your child from potential adverse effects of divorce.
What do you mean your father lets you have chocolate donuts for breakfast? He's so irresponsible.
It's normal to feel disappointed, angry or sad about your ex-wife or husband and wanting to express those negative feelings. But this can lead to badmouthing, which has its origin in negative feelings. However, it may be problematic when a child is involved and gets drawn right into the post-divorce conflict. Hello everyone! Maybe you are freshly baked parents, a couple who wants to have children, or you are already divorced. In this video, we want to discuss how children are influenced by divorce, how badmouthing takes place, and we want to give you some tips on how to avoid badmouthing and what you can do if you cannot help your own badmouthing. So let's start. Now, what is badmouthing? You may have already heard of it, or you may have done it yourself unknowingly. Badmouthing is when you say or do something that discredits or diminishes your child's positive image of the other parent. These statements include name-calling, curse words, foul language, or comments about something the other parent does. For example,
Let me guess, your father taught you how to eat spaghetti. I always hated the way he ate them. Here, let me show you the right way to do it.
Don't get us wrong. It is totally understandable to have certain negative feelings about your ex. That's not the point. Of course, you have a right to feel any way you do about your ex. But the line must be drawn because it's very important that you shield your children from your negative feelings about the other parent and do not express them in front of your child or even directly to your child. Children see themselves as being both, part of their mother and part of their father. Children therefore interpret bad things they hear about their parents as something negative about themselves. When your child is overexposed to negative verbal exchanges between you and your partner or ex-partner, it can result in the development of negative self-talk. More to the point, children are more likely to develop a critic of themselves inside their heads. Let's give you an example. Your child gets a 5 on a test at school. Instead of telling herself,
Wow, that's pretty good.
Or,
It's not bad, but next time I'll get a 6.
The negative self-talk kicks in with,
I am so stupid. What kind of dummy gets a 5 on an easy test like that?
Children who engage in negative self-talk are more likely to be depressed, feel anxious, and have low self-esteem. So, what can you do? What can you do if you are the one doing the badmouthing? When you're feeling angry towards your ex, firstly take a deep breath, call a friend or family member, take a walk, or perhaps go into another room instead of reflecting it on your children. Remind yourself of how much you love your children. Secondly, let go of things that feel unjust, unfair, or hurtful. We know it's easier said than done. It is normal to feel angry after being treated unfairly. But if you're able to forgive and make peace with your past, you can live the life you want. It is normal that you still participate in badmouthing from time to time. If it happens, don't be too strict with yourself. Come clean with your kids and admit your mistake. Apologize for the inappropriate things you said and let your children know you are going to do the best in the future. Sadly, you may not control the things your ex says to your children. However, you can control your own reaction in order to protect your child. In all this, it is important to stay focused on your children's feelings and ask them things like,
How do you feel about what Dad said?
Firstly, don't try to convince your children that the things your ex said are not true. This may be very difficult, but think about your children. When you contradict the other parent, Your children are still caught in a non-win situation between two people they love. What you can say are things like,
I don't agree with your mom.
Or,
this is the issue that mom and dad need to work out. I'm sorry you are involved in this.
In that way you can help your children process what they have heard from badmouthing. It is important that the children understand that they have different emotions and feelings to you. You can say, for example,
sounds like mom was feeling really angry. When parents split up, they often feel angry and hurt. But understand, your feelings don't have to be the same as mom's. Just because she's upset with me doesn't mean you have to be upset with me too.
Further, it can be helpful to discuss different ways children can handle the badmouthing. You can suggest to your children that they can say,
please stop talking so badly about Dad. That makes me upset.
So they speak out against the badmouthing. You can also tell them that no matter what it is you say, they are free in how they feel about the other parent. We are aware that all this advice needs a lot of practice, and it's important to remember that it's an ongoing process. So be patient with yourself and keep in mind that you're doing this because you love your children and you want what's best for them. We hope you enjoyed the video. We wish you good luck and all the best for you and your children.